We're going to be going over to our review section of this podcast, and we will be reviewing Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 3.
Awesome one.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, pretty jam-packed. Just the way that the second issue dropped off and went into this one, we were getting the big fight.
It really has not been like a dull moment in any of these comics at all. It's just like, just from the first page of the first issue, it's like, boom, we're right in the action.
I feel like they've just been trying to fit in as much, because they're so excited that they get to do this. They've been trying to fit everything they possibly can into this, while trying to make a cohesive story.
Oh, yeah. And it works. It's working great.
Yeah.
It's a simple story, but it works.
Yeah. So we start off with a fight with Guy, Rhino Blaster, and Gigan. Want to show off this awesome cover, though. This is probably my favorite one. I have them all, but this is probably my favorite one.
That's the one that opens up, right?
No.
Oh, no? I thought it...
No.
It's oh, no.
It doesn't. Maybe there's an expanded art one, but this one doesn't have a cover on the back. But, yeah, just some awesome things go on in this one. And we finally get the Megazord Godzilla team up. But let's take it back. So we start off with the Megazord fighting Guy, Rhino Blast, Gigan, and he's treating them like the jobbers that they are, and kind of owning them still.
Yeah,
they do.
The Megazord holds up really well against them.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Gigan has never had his own solo movie, solo fight, but he does not perform well in this one
Besides
either.
Final Wars.
Well, yeah, I guess, but everyone gets 3 minutes in Final Wars.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not great for Gigan. Well, I guess he got 2 3-minute fights, but they just did not last long. They made him look like a fool in that movie.
Yeah.
But they start getting the upper hand against the Megazord, and then out of the waters, Godzilla pops out. We get the atomic breath, and he's kind of hitting like everybody with it.
Yeah, he's just like pissed. He's like, I got stabbed. He's like, I got all you guys making mayhem in the carnival. He just like is just hitting everyone. The Power Rangers like, is this a good or a bad thing? Yeah.
So the Power Rangers quickly decide, hey, we have to come up with a plan here that's going to get Godzilla to realize that we're on his side. So they see he's still got the giant gash in his chest from getting hit with the power sword. So they're like, why don't we... They notice that he has very high radiation levels. So they're like...
And that he absorbs energy, too.
Yeah, and that he absorbs energy. So they're like, we have a lot of energy off of the power sword. So probably like the coolest crossover thing that I would not have expected to even see, except for the end of this issue as well. They summon the power sword. The lightning comes down with the sword. They grab the sword, but the lightning goes towards Godzilla.
Yeah, they just blast him with it. They're like, you know what? You get all this electric energy.
And they have this awesome, like, multi-panel artwork where you can kind of see it's really small, so you can't really even see it. But you can see his wound starting to close because he's getting healed up. He's getting all powered up now. I'm like, I don't know. They didn't tease anything in here, and I'm assuming the end of the comic book is going to be the Ultra Megazord with Godzilla blasting Gigan. That's just my... Not Gigan, Ghidorah. That's just my fan theory. But could you imagine if they power up Godzilla and he turns into Burning Godzilla?
Oh, man. That would be pretty cool.
Or,
the only other thing that I could think that would be cool besides that is if they somehow like gave him like Zord armor or something like that.
That would be really cool too. And Godzilla does have a history of having some really weird manga stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch MIB's video, his top 5 list on Godzilla manga, and there's some weird things in there.
Are you talking about Sperm Godzilla?
Yeah, Sperm Godzilla too. But I think I would love it, but I don't know if fans would complain too much. Or they'd be like, oh, this isn't real. This Godzilla fight with the Power Rangers isn't realistic. You'd see it online.
It's not believable.
It's not believable. I don't think Godzilla would do that. But I mean, it would be really cool. Can you imagine if you had like just the Dragon Zord? We already got the Dragon Zord fight, but
yeah.
So
the Dragon Zord's going to come back.
Oh yeah,
Rita still has.
They're holding that off. They're like
Yeah.
waiting for that to be the final issue. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But very short plot to to this. I mean, I feel like all of them they have a lot of stuff in it, but it's very short.
Yeah. There's not. It's a lot of fighting. It's not a lot of plot going on.
Yeah, so we get a little,
which is pretty awesome.
Very short interlude with Tommy. Not even really worth mentioning because he's just like, the Power Rangers are going to beat you, and the Zillions are like, yeah, I think Godzilla's going to beat you. Rita gets pissed off as always. She gets a headache. She calls on Scorpina. Wasn't expecting this. Scorpina transforms into her kaiju form, gets all the insect kaiju. And that's the final panel for the next issue.
Yeah, so now the next issue is the big bug fight.
Yes, it is going to be the big bug fight. I want to look at the bugs though, because one thing I think that we mentioned that
I think it was Megaris, Kamakarus. I forget who else was in there at the end.
So it's everybody but Batra.
Oh, poor Batra.
See, this is what I was saying. He's an underrated. Because people just think of him as an evil Mothra. They don't want to put him in the comic book. Yeah, so that's basically the whole issue. We get a cool kind of landscape shot of like a bunch of different Toho monsters. They're not super well detailed, so I'm assuming maybe they didn't get the license, or they're trying to be like, this could be Rodan.
Yeah, when Rita's like sort of telling Tommy her plan, like it's almost I guess sort of like a dream sequence in a way to sort of show like, I'm gonna have all these monsters attack and destroy this Earth, and then I'm gonna move on to the next Earth. And she's at this point she's gotten greedy. She thinks she's won already. She's like, oh, I'm gonna take over every Earth in the multiverse and conquer them.
Yeah.
And the Zillions are still like, I don't think we're doing that great.
Yeah, no.
They have like zero hope. They're like, we've been dealing with this for too long. We're like, it's not going to happen for us. They're like, we don't want to start counting our blessings here.
Yeah. So, excited for issues 4 and 5. Want to get this finished up. Just a small note before we get into the main event. They did announce the dates for issues 4 and 5. We have July 20th and September 7th. So they're doing 2 months now between issues.
It's a pretty big gap. I think it'll be worth it. I think we're going to get some larger issues for the back end, I have a feeling.
I'm hoping, but also they want to finish this up. They want it to be perfect. They want the art to look really good.
Yeah.
These are not long delays.
No,
waiting
not
an
at
extra
all.
month is sometimes you have like 6-month delays on comic books. So this is fine.
Yeah, nowadays comic book gaps are huge.
Yeah. So
this is nothing. It's fine.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm happy with them taking a little break. I want the art to look perfect because again, we're only getting this once. They're not. I don't think unless maybe they do like a cartoon movie or something. I don't think we're ever getting Godzilla versus Power Rangers ever again.
No.
So I want it to be perfect this time. Maybe there'll be a
sequel series or something, but we got to see how this ends.
Yeah.
This is big. This was really big. This is like dream come true for a lot of kaiju fans right now.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you're listening to, why don't you check us out over at anchor.fm/Mazer Squad. This was a clip from our podcast, so we hope you enjoyed it. Bye.